Happy Saturday, everybody. Rounds 2 and 3 are in the books. I'm going to be talking about the players I initially love here that have landed in great positions, including Trey Benson to the Arizona Cardinals and many, many more. Guys, it is officially pretty much almost done. Okay, now there's some crazy things that happened yesterday. The Cowboys passed up on Trey Benson, didn't even get a running back after 3 rounds, which is crazy. It's one of their biggest positions they need. It was a wild rounds 2 to 3. Gonna pull up right now some of the rookies I absolutely love at initial glance. Okay, so this is not the full 16-round draft solution. This isn't everything. This is why you guys got to subscribe, because I'm going to be following the journey here of these rookies, taking a look at the training camps, looking at everything, because fantasy football has officially kicked off. Okay, this is it. Now, if you are new to the channel, I saw that 70% of the people that watch this channel have not subscribed. I look at the analytics. Click that subscribe button. This is the only channel that's going to be telling you the truth, thinking outside the box, not copying and pasting rankings. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. It's very important. I want to get this message out to people because I want to be the truth. The reason I started this channel because I want to be the truth to fantasy sports, because I saw a lot of deception going on in the industry. It's always cookie cutter. I'm breaking the mold, and I've been breaking it for years. So if you are new, welcome. Hit the thumbs up. Turn on the bell. Going to be doing a lot of lives as well. Make this ultra interactive with you guys. Breaking news, everything. And grab 16 rounds right now. This is huge. Use code DRAFT. I've only got 24 hours on this special on this. Save 25%. Sleepers, breakouts, optimal players draft for each round, late round steals. You'll find this year's Laporta with 16 rounds like I told you last year. I was the only one to tell you draft Laporta, and that's just one example. Told you to avoid guys like Pollard and Eckler and on and on. So grab 60 rounds. Use code DRAFT. DRAFT is the code for 25% off. Linked it below. Guys, you'll be light years ahead of the competition, all right? So let's take a look at this draft. Quick review today. I don't want to spend too much time on this. This is just that initial reaction, initial glance, initial recap, the NFL draft recap, highlight some people that really jump out at me that are fantasy relevant right off the bat and that really kind of get me giddy, okay? So initial look here, guys. Buffalo Bills, early round 2 draft, Keon Coleman. Absolutely love this pick. Like, I'm giddy about this pick. Guy was a stud in college, one of the top wide receiver prospects, and I like him better than Worthy, man. I think he's just in a better situation. Josh Allen, they don't have to contend with a, Travis Kelce or spreading the ball around as much. Now they got Khalil Shakir. Kincaid gets a good, step up this year as well. But, dude, I'm telling you right now, I absolutely love Keon Coleman. So, again, I won't get into all the details on this. This is a literally brief, just kind of recap because people are curious who I like, who I don't like, what's kind of happening. And this is what I'm telling you, initial glance. Okay, I haven't done a huge deep dive. This is, again, initial reaction here Saturday morning, day after the draft, okay? Ladd McConkey, absolutely love this. Now, some people are like, well, Joe, you're the Quentin Johnson man. Who's going to do better, Quentin or Ladd? Dude, I'm leaning Ladd just in regards to more volume. I don't know if they like Quentin, but although Quentin does get a step up, I think he's going to be using the red zone quite a bit. He has to prove himself. Ladd is a little more efficient. I feel he's going to get more PPR numbers, better route runner. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But Ladd is, as it sits right now, the wide receiver 1. And Palmer is, he's never a wide receiver 1 kind of guy. You invest a second round in a guy, in Ladd, and, based on the failure last year of Quentin. And I don't think Quentin's a bad guy. I just think, or a bad player for that matter, doesn't matter about him personally right now, is like he didn't get the volume. And that was the thing. He's going to step up this year. So, but either way, right now, love this Ladd pick. I love it. I absolutely do. Let's take a look at some other fantasy relevant players. This Patriots, Jalen Polk could be decent. Again, very early. You know how they go by committee. They got Demario Douglas. Again, it doesn't spark me as exciting as so much as the other two, but not a bad pick there. Just trying to look. There was a lot of defensive players that came off round 1. It was very frustrating to watch. This was a little bit of a surprise. I knew Carolina would go running back. I thought they would have got Trey Benson. And if you guys don't know, I'm actually doing a fantasy sports summit. If you guys don't know, we're actually going to have NFL athletes come on virtually live, just like a live stream, kind of like this, but you guys are going to be in the comments having a chance to ask them questions. I'm also revealing my 5 biggest secrets that I've never revealed in the industry on how to win fantasy football. You get that. And I'm going to be giving you a PDF. You entered for a PS5. Come hang out with Kyron Williams, and we're going to talk about that because they got Blake Corum there now. Pat Fryermuth, Trey Benson, and many, many more. Guys, Fantasy Sports Summit, August 21st. Get your ticket below. You can combo that with 16 rounds. So I want to make you guys fully aware of that. And where was I going here now? So Jonathan Brooks, like I thought they'd take Trey Benson. Trey Benson's coming to the summit. Jonathan Brooks, I love him. From what I hear, he'll be good to go. Carolina's not the best team, but I still think he'll be very viable. He comes in as a running back one. I like this. It's gonna depend on what other running backs I have drafted, because I'm still going robust RB. I've learned that there's a ton of depth at wide receiver this year. So if you're asking me, some people are asking me, they keep asking, the biggest question people ask, should I go robust RB or not? And based on this year, everyone's saying like, oh, well, no, you got to get wide receiver early. Dude, let's take a look at it, man. Take a look. A lot of those early round wide receivers are going to be fading this year. Devontae Adams doesn't even have a quarterback. Tyreek Hill, how much juice does he have left? He's still going to be good, but look at all the rookies that are coming in, going into amazing situations where they're going to be slated as the one. I got so much value coming this year at wide receiver, which I'm going to lay out my 16-round draft solution, that everyone's going to be like, oh my God, I get all those wide receivers for amazing value and load up on running back top heavy. I'm going to do it, man. Running back still is the most scarce position. So I'm going to be looking at that, okay? So let's stick to this. This is going to be hours if I keep analyzing all these guys to deep detail. Jonathan Brooks, I'm just going to go love, okay, whatever, right? So love, Jonathan Brooks. I'm more in like to love. I'm not really like over the moon, like crazy about this pick, but I like it. This could be really solid. I'm not saying anything bad. Adonai Mitchell to the Colts. I don't know. I'm not sold on Anthony Richardson yet. This one I don't feel as love about it. And they got Pittman, who's the one, so it doesn't really look amazing. So everybody here, guys, lots of defenses. See all this? Doesn't really mean too much to me. I see some Chiefs improving their O-line, a bunch of other teams. Another running back that kind of came untouched in this draft was Zamir White. Jimmy Maverick, my co-host here, was saying, oh, well, there's going to be like another running back drafted by the Raiders early. Didn't happen. In fact, I believe they improved the O-line. So Zamir White looking better and better each day. Let's see, Mr. Corley on the Jets. Malachi Corley. Garrett's still the one there. So that doesn't really excite me. We see the Cowboys. Again, this is weird. They go guard. They go offensive tackle. I get it, but you have no running back. The Cowboys are crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Like, you missed out on Blake Corum. You missed out on Trey Benson. Now, there's other running backs out there. Braylon Allen, I think, is still available, and a couple others. But, man, how could you pass up on Trey Benson when you need that position the most? I hope the Cowboys lose miserably this year. And they don't even have another backup wide receiver to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb goes down. That whole offense is done. Crazy, man. Crazy. Let's go here. We got Jermaine Burton on the Bengals. I mean, I'm not really, maybe, Chase gets hurt. Anyone else here that kind of jumped up at me? Jalen McMillan, wide receiver, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, are they looking for the next replacement for Evans? Possibly. And we saw Luke McCaffrey. This is an interesting one. Luke McCaffrey to the Commanders. Let me know what you guys think of that one. That is very interesting. He is set to get a ton of volume as well. So here in the third round, let's just kind of recap here. Marshawn Lloyd to Green Bay. This sucks because he's going to be behind Jacobs, but are they looking for their next future running back? I kind of saw this happening as well. I won't be interested in Marshawn Lloyd because, Jacobs is there. Also, Roman Wilson to the Steelers. This is also interesting. And, how did I miss this one? Tight end Ryman to the Cardinals and Blake Corum to the Rams. Now, here's how I feel. This upsets me, obviously, because Kyron is coming to the Sports Summit. You guys get your tickets below. I love Kyron's upside this year. But Ronnie Rivers and whoever their backups weren't good enough. They needed to add depth. And I feel that, Blake Corum is going to eat. He's going to eat. But I still feel Kyron is the one. Now, that being said, I think Corum is enough of a buzzkill for me where I may be passing early on Kyron Williams. That's what I'm feeling right now. That's my initial knee-jerk reaction. It sucks, man, because you want Kyron to get the workload. And they were fine. They didn't need Blake Corum. But now they've got him, and it seems like everyone's going by duo. Hence, going to the conversation we just had a moment ago, is you got to load up on those running backs with minimal committees early. And I don't think Kyron's going to be one of them now. I mean, some people are like not even concerned about it. I am. I'm a little bothered because Blake Corum is one of the top running back prospects coming out of this draft, and the Rams decide, hey, we're going to draft a running back. Cowboys, who need a running back, who don't have a running back, period, zilch, nothing. They're entertaining Zeke Elliott. Are you nuts? Zeke Elliott is washed. He's done. And you're sitting there entertaining, taking calls from Zeke Elliott, and you pass up on the top rookie prospect at running back in Trey Benson. Are you nuts? Absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And speaking of which, I absolutely love Trey Benson here. Okay. And again, let's talk about it. I want to save the best for last. Trey Benson, I remember going back to 2016 when I had a fantasy frame. It was like a league prize. You put your sports cards in, you do the engraving, and it was like a fantasy league trophy in a sense. And that's where I started my journey here. It wasn't with podcasting. It was the fantasy frame. And I asked David Johnson to endorse my brand. I met him in Arizona. I went to his house. It was a super nice guy. We did a photo shoot video. And David Johnson ended up breaking out that year. Ironically, I'm asking Trey Benson to come to the virtual summit this year, and he's on Arizona. Now, he is in a great position. I am not even to the least concerned about James Conner. Now, everyone's saying that Benson's going to be a backup to Conner. Nope. Sorry. He is an immediate starter. Conner's turning 29. He's had years to wow us. We're not wowed. I think he's only had one 1,000-yard rushing season. He's in a great opportunity, Trey Benson is, to absolutely shine. So, love me Trey Benson. He is first-round draft worthy. Is he? Am I going to have to pay a first round for him? Absolutely not, because people are going to think that James Conner is going to be the one, and that's what I love about this. The sheep are going to sleep. Yes, keep believing James Conner is the one. I want you to believe Conner is the one. I love it. Okay? And that is going to be amazing. Who else is even on that depth chart? Do they have anybody? Let me see here. Let me just check it out. But, dude, I'm telling you right now, the Trey Benson, I'm going to Arizona site here. James Conner, Trey Benson. That's the funny thing. Michael Carter's there. That's who I was thinking about. But yeah, they're going to think James Conner's the one. And dude, I'm going to be taking Trey Benson everywhere because he's going to be a top 5, top 10 running back this year. I guarantee it, man. Opportunity's great, okay? Let the sheep sleep. Just like they slept on Sam Laporta last year. Now they're riding him this year. That's what they do, man. They're not going to help you win. All right, so recap. Again, who do I love? It's still early, right? But I'm telling you right now, Keon Coleman, man, love him. Trey Benson, Ladd McConkey here. Absolutely amazing positions. So many good people. Jonathan Brooks could be solid. Adonai Mitchell, not as much, not in a great position there. But those guys that I just mentioned there, Trey Benson, the 2 wide receivers that came off early there. Taking a look here. I think the Cardinals, Tip Ryman could be good. Roman Wilson could be good on the Steelers as well. But those 3, and Luke McCaffrey as well, could be solid. Commanders, rookie quarterback, okay? Jaden Daniels. So, again, quick glance, quick review, guys, here for you. NFL Draft Recap rounds 2 and 3. Fantasy Football Impact, just a quick glance. But out of all these guys, I'm really happy for Trey Benson, who I asked to come to the Fantasy Sports Summit. He's going to be there August 21st. If you guys want to grab your tickets right now, card is subject to change. Grab your ticket right now. Combo with 16 rounds. In about a week or two, as I lay out all this, I'm going to tell you all the optimal players, who the best person to draft is. But again, I want to give you a quick glance at kind of who jumps out at me initially. Let me know if I missed anybody. Probably did. But again, I got to sit down. This was quickly, just boom, get that information. This happened yesterday. Woke up, had a couple drinks yesterday. Tired, woke up, and here I am now. Okay? So it was a late night. Waking up, giving you guys that review. Subscribe, thumbs up. Let me know in the comments who you absolutely love. Love to get your feedback, and I appreciate it, guys. We're out. We'll talk soon, man. Fantasy football is back. Grab 16 rounds.